Chelsea brethren. This is your Chelsea Godfather coming back again to give you another update. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Matthijs de Ligt, the monster central defender from Juventus who wants out. Obviously, if you haven't been following up on developments, Chelsea was first in line before Bayern basically jumped in front. So it all depends on who we want to believe. But as things stand right now, Bayern is in pole position and in full control for signing de Ligt. Both clubs have attended bids. Both Chelsea and Bayern have both attended bids. Based on my understanding, both bids are fairly they're similar. I think Bayern's bid on paper appears to be slightly higher than Chelsea's bid, but and again, these things until you go and look at the final, the fine print, the details, you can't really tell whose bid is best. But as it really turns out, it doesn't really matter because if reports are to be believed, de Ligt's heart is set on going to Bayern, Munich, and apparently for the same reason that he went to Juventus when he left Ajax, is the same reason that he's not wanting to come to England if reports again are to be believed, and that is that his advisors feel that the pace of the play in the English league does not suit him. I don't know what that means. I mean, if you're great, you're great. I mean, if you're one of the best in the business, then it shouldn't matter where you play, right? So, but again, his advisors feel like Bayern is a team that will better suit his skills, suit his strengths, and he'll be able to hit the ground running. Of course, Bayern, with all due respect to our beloved Chelsea, Bayern is a much bigger club than Chelsea. So yeah, I mean, this is just one of those ones where Chelsea unfortunately is on the outside looking in, and absent anything crazy happening, Chelsea's just not in control of this de Ligt deal, which is kind of sad because he's potentially a game changer for Chelsea. He's exactly the defender that Chelsea needs, a young defender, very young. I believe he's 22 years old or so. He's built in the mode of Diaz at City, and what's the defender, Virgil van Dijk at Liverpool, and obviously our former longtime leader and servant JT, Terry. I mean, that's really what we need to replace. If you want to be get back into being a perennial title challenger in England, Chelsea needs a linchpin in defense. They need a strong man in defense. A really strong guy that you can hang your coat on and know that when you get back, that your coat is still going to be there. Chelsea doesn't have that. Chelsea's best the defender right now is closer to 40 than 30, and that's Silva. He's a brilliant. He's still world class, but I mean, how many more years are left? There's just not that many more years, and so Chelsea needs a really top class. I mean, it's not an area where you want to nickel and dime. Chelsea needs a top class center back. It's all good to go for the Akis of the world, and yes, the Akis of the world have their own use, but ultimately, for Chelsea to get back in business, if Chelsea is serious of getting back in the business of title chasing as opposed to being a cup club. You don't want to be a cup club. You want to be a title chaser annually, just like Liverpool and City currently are. So in order to do that, Chelsea needs a top class defender, and he is not going to come. That defender is not going to come cheap. That defender, you're looking at close upwards of 100 million pounds, somewhere in that neighborhood in this day and age, between 90 to 100 million pounds or even more. That's what it's going to take. So, Mr. Boehly, I mean, to make this deal happen, you're going to have to go really far down the cookie jar and just, scrap every last, dollar trying to make this deal happen. I mean, it's going to cost a lot more than 70, 80, or even 90. It's going to be like close to that 100 million. And then, our powers that be going to have to convince Ligt and his people that, listen, Chelsea is the club for you. So, guys, how do you feel about, Ligt to Chelsea? Are we dreaming here? Is this a pipe dream? Is this doable? You put your comments down below, and stay tuned for daily content on Chelsea. Take care. God bless.